maybe just start with this week and just how you feel like practice has gone the last 3 days.
Very much like the practices all year. I think these kids practice well, and putting in the time to get themselves where they need to be. It's a good day today, and we get one more day tomorrow, and hopefully the rain will stay because we're going to play in it apparently. So tomorrow we can go out there and practice in the rain.
You talked earlier this week about how you didn't feel like you needed to guard them as far as dealing with the wind, and so now that you've gone through a few days, just how have they handled the aftermath of that, and then kind of flipping the page quickly and preparing for Utah?
Good. You would expect them to be excited in the celebration after the game, but they came back, they locked back down, and we had a champions meeting, which those are always fun to have as a team instead of meeting as an offense and a defense and have those meetings when you lose. So they moved on from there. I thought they came out on Monday and started well and were focused. So I've seen no change in them as far as the way they've prepared, and which is good to see. Like we talked about, professional student athletes, and that's what you do. You get the good, and you celebrate it, and then you move on quickly, which you have to do in any sport.
You mentioned practicing out in the rain tomorrow, and it sounds like, we're used to rain up here, but it sounds like it might be pretty bad on Saturday. So how have you talked to the team about those conditions? Has that changed anything as far as, again, not giving away the game plan, but has that changed anything just because it might be even worse than a typical Pacific Northwest rainy day?
Yeah, no, we've talked about it definitely, and I think you talk about it, you practice in it. We've worked on the best we can when it's not raining with a wet ball. And tomorrow we'll go out in the elements, and hopefully it's just like it is on game day. So you do your best, but I think you do have to address it. You have to talk about it and let them understand that whatever is out there is out there. We're going to go play the football game. It's the same for both teams. When you're in those situations, you have to be prepared for the good and the bad that may come from those situations, and that's part of it, right? When you play in that weather and in those situations, there may be a play that goes your way. It's weather aided, and it may go against you because it's weather aided, and it can't change you. It doesn't matter. It's just a situation. You move on through the game. So we always try to address everything we can to the kids and talk about it early, and we started doing that on Tuesday.
Coach, talk a little bit about Utah and what you've seen from them going through film prep this week.
Utah is the same Utah that it's been for 20 plus years. They're built to win physical battles. They pride themselves on the point of attack on both sides of the football. They're very good at it. That's why they're capable and have shown year in and year out that they can beat anybody in the country because of their physicality and their athleticism in the fronts. I think they've done a tremendous job of recruiting in the back end on defense, and the same thing on the outside at the wide receiver position on offense. Very capable coaches. I know them very well, and they'll put together a very good game plan. But they're a team that is prepared for the Pac-12 for a number of years, and if you look at them physically and how they carry themselves and their plan, they're well versed in what it takes to win Pac-12 games the way that they play football, and that's why they're right in it every single year up until the very meaningful games in the month of November, and I'm sure this year for Utah will be no different.